What up, people? Turn that down a little bit. Hello. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Another late stream. I think we're tapering off to the crazy New Year's time for me. So should be able to get back to the more regular, normal time slot for us on a more regular basis. But thank you for stopping by. Monday, Soth, Nightwalker, Rainbows, Cabrilla, Halcyon, Baby Girl, Drawn, Shivar. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I mispronounce names and stuff. Marceline, Yuna, Jobster. Hello, everyone. Just Jack. 2Wiki. Small Radish. Yeah, I got a radish on my shoulder. Yeah, I got a radish on my shoulder. No big deal. Excuse me. All right. Yes. So, Dane quest tonight, and from what people are saying, this is another peak Genshin moment. So, very excited to do this one. Ooh, baby girl, got your Mavuika. Frankly, the other people on Chronicled Wish, I'd kind of be okay losing my 50-50 to them. Because I'm gonna roll for Shenhe. I'm kind of cool losing my 50-50 to them for everyone except Baiju. I don't know why. I just don't care for. I don't even Chi-Chi. I'd be kind of okay getting Chi-Chi'd. Oh, I didn't watch the Dragon Spine event. I did. Let's see. Is that in my notes? I did do some catching up on kind of retracing the previous Dane quests and the other stuff that we've learned about the Abyss and the Twin and all that stuff. I'd somehow forgotten that it's not even implicitly stated, it's not even implied, it's kind of just stated outright, isn't it? That Celestia is what brought the hammer down on Khaenri'ah. And it was kind of Celestia that also brought the hammer down on Enka Nemia. Which is really interesting, kind of the similarities between Enka Nemia and Khaenri'ah. You know, down in the Abyss and there's a lot of stuff that kind of flew over my head. I reread Before Sun and Moon and the other parts as well. Yeah, Celestia is responsible for everything. It does, doesn't it? And yeah, Enka Nemia was a different thing. They created the other things that I'd like almost kind of forgotten, but maybe not straight up forgotten, just hadn't thought about in a while, that the Enka citizens created their own sun, the night cycle and everything. Khaenri'ah. Yeah. Interesting stuff, interesting lore. I'd maybe forgotten or hadn't thought about it for a while. That the in Before Sun and Moon. Okay, there we go. The primordial one was like the originator and had 4 fanes, had its four phases, not phases. That's not what I'm trying to say. But of them, one of them was Istaroth, and the usurper. It was the war between the primordial one and the shades. It was the war between the primordial one and the usurper that plunged Enka Nemia into darkness. There's so many interesting things, even in the other volumes as well. The Dragonairs and the Vishaps, the Dragonairs, which are the Vishaps, would rampage and graze upon humanity like so much grass had. There's just such interesting stuff in here that I had kind of glossed over for some reason. But let's turn that music. Excuse me. Let's turn that music off. Turn this back on. Don't run. That's what you want to hear an Archon say. Toma's birthday. Toma's birthday. I claimed my email right when I logged in today. I'm throwing Xingqiu in the Hyperbloom team because I know that C0 Xingqiu versus C0 Yelan, he has much better Hydro application. I just like using Yelan so much, but I want to diversify my palette. I want to start using other characters. Okay. And that is this, correct? Destined Encounter is the Dane quest. Toma is a best boy. What the heck is that? Caribert. Okay, cool. Let's navigate to that. It's over in Ormuz. I don't think there was any other housekeeping I needed to discuss. Zhongli again going up. Free 4-star, wasn't it? Free 4-star. Sorry, I've got a canker sore right now. Ever since I had that bicycle accident that ripped up my mouth in middle school, I get bad canker sores every now and then. So talking is a little bit. All Liyue free stars are free every Lantern Rite. When's Lantern Rite? It's end of shush. It's end of this. It's end of this month, right? I'm not going to be starting Zenless for a while, but that is I only mentioned Zenless because that's a plan for 2025. But I got the whole year to do that. I'm more obsessed with Genshin right now, but I do plan on doing it, just not yet. Lantern Rite gift. Interesting. That includes the new 4-star. Huh. Last week of January. Gotcha. Character screen. Zhongli being built slowly but surely. He's up at 36,000 HP. 36,000 HP. The reason, by the way, that A was underperforming so much during the 2 Trounce domains that we did last stream was because she had the catch that I'd handed her, and Xiangling had the Star Glitter, and the catch is a better weapon for her, but it was at level 50, so it had like 290 attack and only like 28% energy recharge, whereas she's used to having 5, 10, and 45. So, because I'd handed her the catch because it looks so dope on her, and having her wield that around in the overworld had reminded me, oh, I need to grind the domain for that thing and fish more for its refinement. And as it stands right now, the Star Glitter is kind of a better choice for Xiangling because it's already built. Gives her 45.9 ER and 510 attack. Obviously, it's level 90, but it's better than the level 70 Favonius Lance as it stands right now. But I'd swapped the 2 of them, and so she was rocking a level 50 catch, and that's why she was doing so much less damage than normal. Anyway, let's go to Ormuz. Hi Yuri, welcome everyone. Oh, this is the other Ormos theme is also a version of like the alternate day theme. Is this all jade? This is. Yenfei ascension material. Oh, I did fight the serpent because Yelan is next on my 90 list. I've got 10,000 more. Yelan's next on my 90 list, and it's at this point so much easier to out damage the serpent instead of trying to use the lumen stone and do its mechanics and everything. It's so much easier these days with the Raida national team that I have. It's so much easier to just try to out damage it. Anyways, let's do this.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Tevat, right?
Correct.
Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander.
Oh my gosh, Skyrim flashbacks. The courier steals your focus in the middle of battle. Glad I caught you.
He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What the fuck?
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you.
Paimon Road. 1, 2, 3. Well, let me see this letter. Curious who could have sent it.
Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
It's been a while. Whoa, Kaeya! I glanced down and saw that already. It's been a while. How have you been? I've heard that the two of you are traveling in Sumeru, and I happen to be in Port Ormos on official Why? What are you doing all the way over here? And I happen to be in Port Ormos on official business. Lately, I've been stopping by Yafar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side, then this letter successfully reaches you. Come to me then, and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it as a fated encounter. Your trusted buddy, Kaeya.
Kaeya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
Yeah, crafty. Crafty. That's definitely Kaeya. That is definitely Kaeya's style. I've forgotten what my Kaeya impression is.
From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Well, no harm done. It'll be nice to catch up with him.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends.
In the time it's been since we canonically saw him last, I have fought a sea demon and a mountain dragon, and dated an archon and saved the internet.
The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Hell yeah, let's do this. I'm so excited the way you got wine-scented letter. This letter has a faint whiff of alcohol. One can speculate as to the circumstances under which it was written. The sender seemed to have little hope that it could be delivered. I wonder why.
All smugglers are rotten to the core.
All smugglers are... Oh, I gotta wait until 16. Fought said Archon I was on a date with. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, there he is.
Hey,
Seems about right for Kaeya.
I see everything.
Part of me is kind of, oh, are these this bartender and host is probably part of this quest as well.
I hate having my plans disrupted.
Does that not sound like Keith Silverstein? Sound like Zhong Li's voice actor?
Hey,
I hate having my plans disrupted.
Maybe not. I think I've read everyone's
Everyone should check out the
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Why the music quiet? Why the music quiet down? This is your fault, Kaeya.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. It's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaeya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Hey, if you say so. We've missed you too.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I kind of forget. I need to reread the manga. I spaced it out. Yeah. I spaced out reading the manga chapters so far apart that I forget what he had a very major role, a very major role in all of that. And I kind of forget what his role even was and like the stories that it revealed with him in it. I remember him fighting Kale at some point and...
The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented.
Ooh, I could read his profile and his origin. I have not. Should I do that before we continue on whatever we're doing here with him?
That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
Knight's resident drunkard.
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
What are you gonna do with what are you gonna do with a business contact in the alcohol industry? What are you gonna do with a business contract in the alcohol industry? Like, why would you leave D-Luke out of that?
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain.
Paimon is so angry in recent episodes. I'm guessing you've been to Sumeru before.
Oh? What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeru all on your own. You must be quite familiar with the place.
Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to?
Yes.
When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
You don't have to go into great detail, but I'd like to know a little bit more about this dude that I've trusted with my life on several occasions.
Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
You're a Conrian descendant?
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
Speaking of Conria, do you know much about it?
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young.
It's Dane!
My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to keep me alive. As well as ensuring that I'd be safely cut off from certain things. The thought that I might be able to actually live a happy life there must have been the icing on the cake.
I said this I caught on to this very early, that every word he says, everything he talks about is like, he just is so sus in everything that he does.
This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss.
Boss! What up, Dane?
Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaeya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Some of the Abyss Order's founder? Who was the Abyss Order's founder?
Huh?
The Abyss Order?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaeya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaeya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere.
The hell does that mean, Kaeya?
So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
I trust you, I think. I guess.
Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Convenient.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing, Kaeya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
Weird.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions.
Was that a misspeak on Paimon's behalf? Or, wait, hold on. She just said that they're both from Khaenri'ah.
But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
She said that Alberic is founded that an Alberic founded the Abyss Order. I thought my sibling was the founder. No, she's not the founder. She's just the princess.
Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
So what do you plan to do here in Sumeru?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
I do.
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Got a new lead?
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something.
Yeah, Kaeya's a descendant. It must have just been poor wording, because Dane is cursed to immortality. He actually is like from Khaenri'ah, but Kaeya is a descendant thereof.
Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
All the way back then? So that thing was already a thing several centuries ago?
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time.
Are you concerned about the Abyss Order?
No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously?
You didn't pay. All you did was order it. You didn't pay yet. I mean, I'm sure they put it on your tab, but... Oh, hi, it's Nahida. Weird. And speaking of weird... An accomplished swordsman and a strategic thinker, the Knights of Favonius, rumored to hail from beyond Mondstadt. Kaeya Alberic is an adopted son to the Ragnvinder family, the renowned wine tycoon, which is Diluc's family. It has been a long time since he last called Diluc Ragnvinder brother. Kaeya currently serves as the cavalry captain in the Knights of Favonius and is trusted by Jean. Kaeya is often the one wrapping things up in every incident that occurs in Mondstadt's vicinity. Profile 4 and 5. Because this is a standard character, so it would be a good assumption that someone going through Sumeru would have all of these unlocked. It's a required, like it's a mandatory character. Generally speaking, Kaeya is an easy person to have a conversation with. The only topic that you will never hear him discuss is his past. Even when the Grand Master demanded information on his background, Kaeya skirted around the issue and gave only vague answers devoid of details. One afternoon near the end of summer a decade ago, my father and I passed by the Dawn Winery. I'll go get us some grape juice for the road, he said, but he never came back. Oh, he pulled he went out for grape juice and never came back. If Master Krampus hadn't taken me in, I doubt I'd have made it through the storm that night. This matter-of-fact description hides a carefully constructed lie. Kaeya has never once spoken in truth about what happened that afternoon. This is your chance. You are our last hope. Kaeya's father squeezed his son's lean shoulders as he spoke, seemingly looking right through Kaeya to some place far beyond. On the distant side of the horizon sat their distant homeland of Khaenri'ah. Kaeya would never forget the look of both hope and hatred in his father's eyes as he uttered those words. Many citizens still remember the two most eye-catching young gentlemen in all of Mondstadt a few years ago. One of them was the dapper Diluc, an elegant swordsman who always had a warm smile and a confident posture. The other was the eccentric Kaeya. He was Diluc's friend, supporter, and sounding board. Sounding board. I read that as soundboard, like a soundboard on like a streamer's soundboard. Ensuring he got through every challenge he faced smoothly. They were almost like twins, knowing each other's thoughts and intentions without a word, protecting Mondstadt in both light and dark. Until that fateful day, now ingrained deep in Kaeya's memory, when the convoy that Diluc was escorting was attacked by a huge monster that was in the manga. It was the first and only time that Kaeya failed his duty. By the time Kaeya finally reached Diluc, it was all over. The power their father had used to successfully fend off the attack backfired, taking their father's life. Both Kaeya and Diluc were shocked by what they had witnessed, losing the calm composure a knight should retain. Even someone like Master Caribert would submit to such a dangerous and evil power. Sinister thoughts flashed through Kaeya's mind, and he simply smirked. The world is truly fascinating. All while their father lay dead in the pool of his own blood. It was on that night that the two sons' paths diverged. And the vision story as well. It was raining heavily in. That's really interesting. Because that whole interaction, that whole thing, that fateful day is discussed in detail. Not like in detail, but in the manga. Where Amber was hiding in a cupboard and overheard that, like, the knights, we can't have any scandal, so just say that the knights were the ones that defended the caravan. All that whatnot. It was raining heavily in Mondstadt on the night that Kaeya Albrecht received his vision. Earlier that day, it was raining heavily in Mondstadt on the night that Kaeya Albrecht received his vision. Earlier that day, he was Ragnvinder, I'm so bad at these names, I'm sorry, had wielded the power of a delusion, only to become its victim when it backfired. To set his brother free from the unbearable agony, Diluc Ragnvinder took his life. Kaeya... Oh, that's right. Oh, jeez. I'd forgotten that for a second. Kaeya was Diluc's brother by adoption, was always at his side, but on this occasion, Kaeya did not partake in the final moments shared between father and son. The torrential rain that set in on Mondstadt that night seemed to be a sign of the heaven's grief at the passing of Master Caribert. There was a side to Kaeya that he kept hidden from the world. In truth, he was an agent of Conria, placed in Mondstadt to serve their interests. His father had abandoned him in this strange and unknown land to fulfill his mission, and it was Master Caribert in the city of Mondstadt that had welcomed him with open arms when they found him. If Conria and Mondstadt went to war, which side would he support? To whom should he offer his assistance? His birth father who had ruthlessly abandoned him, or his adoptive father who had loved him and raised him? For the longest time, Kaeya had agonized over these impossible questions, caught between the opposing demands of loyalty and duty, faced with an impossible choice between truth and happiness. But now, Caribert's death upset this delicate balance. He felt liberated, but also ashamed of how selfishly he was responding. As an adopted son, he should have saved Caribert, but he had arrived moments too late. As a brother, he should have shared in Diluc's grief, and yet, as their father lay dying on the ground, he had hung back behind his brother, that ancient plot running through his mind. Consumed by guilt, Kaeya knocked on Diluc's door. As the rain poured down, the shroud of secrecy was washed away, and all lies were revealed. Kaeya had finally come clean. He had anticipated Diluc's anger. The brothers drew their blades, this time pointing them at each other. Kaeya felt that this was his punishment for a lifetime of lies. But as the two crossed blades, Kaeya was overcome by a sensation of great elemental power surging through him. For years he had stayed out of the way in his brother's shadow, but now, for the first time ever, he was facing his brother as his true self. Bitterly cold and brittle elemental energy burst forth from the tip of his sword to meet Diluc's searing flames head on. The clash of crimson fire and azure ice created a sudden swirl of wind that stunned them both. This was the grim moment at which Kaeya's vision appeared. Since that day, Kaeya and Diluc have gone their separate ways, but he never discusses it, just as he never discusses the origin of his vision. There was a reminder of a hard-fought battle and the prize that he earned in exchange for revealing the unadulterated truth. Kaeya sees it as a stern reminder that he must live the rest of his life under the heavy burden of lies.
Still struggling with how visions work? Let's see.
Huh.
Is the...
Huh. So he was a Conrian plant. Oh, Mona dialogue about him too? Reading into his future? Or reading?
Kaeya Albrick. He's a Pavo Ocelus, destined for greatness and grandeur, and to hide ugly realities behind a layer of charm and elegance. He believes he has made a clean break with his past, but one day fate will catch up with him. When it does, he will have a major decision to make.
Yeah, so many interesting stories tucked away that are so many missable stories. So much that's not required, you know? Probably this statue, right? Yeah. That's crazy that all of that is there from day one. That is a 1.0 character. Yeah, a ton of stuff foreshadowed and stuff. It's one of those things that is one of the markers of really great storytelling, that they had the roadmap when they started out. Who and where?
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
When does that stop us?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
Something I think I pointed out before is that I think it's interesting how Paimon's cape and Dane's cape are very similar. They both have like galaxies in the background of their cape.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane.
It's a radish field.
So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable.
Dark and damp. I believe the word that people would use to refer to that as dank.
to live here like to cook, huh?
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine ball? Yes, you're right. You've got a good nose on you, Dane. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
What in the world is going through your head? Besides nothing at all, because we share one brain cell.
Huh? This is a mirror.
A broken one.
It's broken too. Was this a makeup box?
It's just a regular mirror.
That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret, especially after Dane talked this place up. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it?
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
It's 14 Lawachurls. It's Slorms!
Monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. This is a perfectly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Let's beat them up! Beat them! Ah! Oh, hello.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything. Lightning Sherlock.
Ow, my radish! Why am I not using Zhongli to shield and break that, and break, this thing's Geo shield?
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
Why? Why don't we just go with you?
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Don't you roast my Kaeya.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a bonfire over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
All this existing has made Paimon real hungry. Oh, I have to light the bonfire. Maybe pay attention to the prompts it's giving you, Connery.
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you.
Well, freeloading comes more naturally to you than... I'm not going to roast Paimon this time, actually. You're easy to please. It's still kind of roasting, but...
Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we? So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but Do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
A lot of the fan base does not like this character. I love Paimon. She's the best. You make my day every day, Paimon.
Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing, Paimon. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your sister?
Yeah, for like millennia, they hopped across stars and stuff.
Stars?
We'd gaze at the stars, just like this, and we'd point at the planets we wanted to visit.
Wow.
We traveled through the universe, always by each other's side. We saw all manner of hope and despair. This was the first time we've ever been separated. If nothing else, I just want to know what happened.
Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles, and you too, Tevat.
Just you wait, Heavenly Principles, and you too, Tevat.
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, because if you're sad, Paimon will be too.
Thank you, Paimon. It is interesting also that the sustainer of Heavenly Principles, the Cube Lady, seems like she's just, because she's the sustainer of the Heavenly Principles, kind of seems like she's not like a big god, that she's just one of Celestia's enforcers or something.
All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
Well, that's a first. Paimon not going to bed before me?
Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Well, good night then.
Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
If they kill Paimon at the end of this game, I'm going to riot. Hello, loading screen. Nice to see you. Okay.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen.
Dang, man, are we tripping? What kind of Tainari-esque mushrooms did I take?
What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Why are you going back into the forest? Where did Paimon go? How did I sleep till morning? Why didn't Paimon wake me up to switch shifts? Where is Paimon? I vaguely remember Dane coming over. Did Paimon go into the woods with him, seeing how I hadn't woken up yet? Whatever the case, it looks like it's just me here for now. I guess it's time to stretch my limbs and have a look around. Wait, did that noise come from inside the house? Paimon, is that you? No reply. I should go inside and check. My sus senses are sussing.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
Ah!
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone!
Bro, I'm just here looking for my traveling companion.
Your travel companion? You mean
The one that was keeping watch by your side last night.
This guy's Conrian. Look at his eyes. It wasn't until Kaeya mentioned that.
Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes.
Thought so. Still, I don't know if I can trust this person's word just yet. So you were watching me while I slept?
What business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave.
There's something strange about this person. I need to find out what he's hiding.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't think I'll have much luck trying to find my companion in the woods. I think I'm better off waiting here for them to come back.
If you must, suit yourself.
I will. So there.
I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please.
I'm no villain, nor will I pretend to be a saint.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
Can I join you? It's cold out here.
You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You understand me?
Got it. Why are you so out of breath, bro? What's going on?
Come on then.
Got bone broth madness? There's a hilly troll in here. Why do you keep a hilly troll at home? Yeah, he's Conrian. He's definitely Conrian.
Mind your own business. And don't worry. He isn't aggressive.
Either just cuts his throat anyway.
How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
You're from Conria, aren't you?
Huh? You know Conria?
I'm Conry.
Who are you? Exactly.
Conry.
And how do you know I'm from Conria?
I'm just a traveler. I've met others. Your clothes, your eyes.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I follow no god, though I count some of them as my friends. Count some of them as my foes. Frankly, only one. Just the Sustainer.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Eide.
Eide.
And you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
Spoken like a true Conrian. I don't place my faith in the Seven, however, I've drank with one.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this?
The curse of immortality, like Dane's curse of immortality. I wonder if that means that he can't be killed in combat either. What is the curse of immortality?
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those Vile gods.
This guy's VA is incredible.
We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
So Eide is just like Dane, someone who bears the curse of immortality. So why did some people turn into hilichurls while others were affected by the curse instead?
Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So who is this hilichurl to you?
He is Caribert, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria by blood, but I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. And then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Caribert faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. All due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. And after all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him.
What happened to his mother?
She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it.
Damn. I know this must cause you great pain.
It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for.
That's an oddly positive spin on the situation, actually.
And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Caribert.
What were you planning on doing around here?
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Caribert, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined.
Oh, I can't figure party. I want to read his mind with I want to read his mind. Okay. I see someone. I must invade their privacy.
Over here.
Crafting bench?
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert here to Sumeru. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind.
Recover his clarity of mind? When we were in the chasm, Dane said that the curse could not be undone. Is recovery really possible?
I do not hope to to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work.
And where did you hear of this?
I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned.
Oh my goodness.
Since this medicine requires the power of the seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
There must have been a reason why it was banned, but it seems like the reason was just that it required the power of the seven. And the whole point of Conria was to have a nation that didn't rely on Celestia or the gods.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now?
All right, don't get too worked up.
Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality.
That is one of the most horrifying versions of immortality I've ever heard. That you still age and decay.
Okay. To start with, take this ingredient.
It's a shroom. A mushroom?
Also, do you have any of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses.
I do have plenty of them, but it's because the god of wisdom you speak of, I'm trying to level her up. I go and get some. Oh, I don't apparently.
Really? Oh, much obliged. This is the method for making the medicine. You just need to follow the steps.
Strange mushroom. Why can I not configure... Synthesize the nameless taboo medicine of the royal court. Probably can't make it yet, can I? I need... Oh, I do need those. I wanted to grab Nahida and read this guy's mind. There's some. Man, I still can't switch. I got 167 roses. The sickness unto near death.
Is it done?
Ouch.
Oh, splendid. Let me see. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look like. The banned book didn't feature any illustrations. Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses.
Excuse me?
No. We need to perform one final step to complete the medicine. I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the god of wisdom for its restorative effects.
Yeah, I've been trying to switch, but I can't in this state.
Which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the seven.
Ah, I get it. Can't be easy for someone from Conria. Since he needs the God of Wisdom's power, should I get Nahida to help? Forget it. Ida hates the gods. It would complicate things to see one in the flesh before him. I'll just do it his way.
Let's go. Bring the medicine with you.
Open the map, he said. Oh, I can't open the map either. Oh, speaking of Archons, I forgot I have Zhongli in this party. I did try pressing M.
Look at
Said I
this
couldn't.
statue. How can I bow before this thing? God of wisdom, look at me. I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home, wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul, my son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads, then I bow to you now. I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God. I beg of you.
I may not know the whole truth behind the cataclysm, but the people of Conria have truly suffered. Why could Conria and the Seven not coexist in peace?
I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day. Let's go.
Things will get better. Yeah, I can't open stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's because yeah, the mini map up here, everything else is blotted out except for this area. Everything else is red. What the hell, Yellen? I don't know why I'm switching to Zhongli as I walk in, because just apparently want to just pester this guy with an Archon.
Caribert?
The hilly churl almost seems lifeless. Its reactions to everything are incredibly weak.
Well, we've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it.
With your help, okay.
Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert.
Got anything?
Caribert, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Caribert?
He also put the the fabric around his wrist as well to identify him from other churls.
I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please.
It didn't work, dude.
Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods. I was just deluding myself. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment.
There might be other reasons it didn't work. Also, you know that like the god of wisdom is a different god of wisdom than it was before, right? I mean,
Other reasons.
such
What
as
do you mean?
I don't know, the dosage was too low, or maybe it takes a full course of treatment.
You really think so?
I don't know, man. I'm not an alchemist. You have to exhaust all options.
Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time.
I'll keep helping you. To have infinite time yet no hope can only be called torture.
Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated, but not impossible.
So where'd you get those shrooms, by the way?
I grow them in that field.
In a field? Like a crop?
The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
Okay.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon.
That's exact.
I'll be here watching Caribert. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer for the mushrooms.
Got it.
Good. Then please head over when the time comes.
Time passes quickly. Excuse me. What a strange quest this is already. Draw water. Oh, hey, this bro's still here. Hey, how much of that dude upstairs have you heard? Just up here, not doing anything weird. Don't worry about it. Also, don't go churl hunting today. He's gonna flush his anxiety away into the garden. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, do you think that Caribert is of the silly Billy variety of churl?
Ah, you're back. Caribert's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water.
Boop, boop, boop.
I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand?
Your secret's safe with me.
Ah, good. I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but a moment to make.
Monsters, and so many of them. Does watering the field somehow attract monsters? Better fend them off. Look at all these monsters.
Gotcha.
This is order. Stabilize.
He's like, what the hell was that out there? What are you doing? As an Archon's meteor falls from the sky, raining down the holy retribution of the Lord of Geo. Ooh, spawn kill. He showed up right as Yenfei's attack happened.
Gather.
Our bond is strong.
Come on, just die already. This is fertilizer.
Was it monsters?
Shinobu's grass ring still going is so funny in cutscenes.
Thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. I'd have to hide and wait until they were gone. Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so let's get on with it.
I don't know how much they're paying this guy, but it wasn't enough. This NPC's
Next, we
VA.
pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.
I picked it. Did I pick it properly?
I suppose I will soon have to visit the statue of the Seven once more.
Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Getting electrocuted every time Traveler hears him heal himself. Alright, medicine's ready.
Oh, sorry. I just, after resting in this field for a while, my thoughts began to wander. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again.
The curse denies you even this, but you still have Caribert.
I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. Thank you for your help once again. And now, for the final step. Back to the statue of the Seven.
Holy, look at that lighting.
Take it easy.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't use these last time. I had the Spider-Man portals here for a reason.
We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Caribert!
It wasn't. He didn't have the. I don't think. I didn't see the thing on his wrist.
Oh no! He must have left while we were too busy preparing the medicine to notice. Come on! We have to catch up with him!
Pretty sure there's just a regular hilly troll, bro. I like how we just walk up to this and it glows as we receive our blessing every time we climb up this rock path. He's like, why is the statue glowing? Oh, it's just, you know, no big deal. It's just me receiving the blessing and getting healed from the Seven. Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have the, it's not him.
That's That's not Caribert.
No silk scarf.
Right. Caribert's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sorts. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize my own son? This decrepit body of mine.
There is something weird about this Hilly, though.
Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on walking in that direction. Where could it be going?
I was trying to stave off that yawn. Let's go have a look.
Yes. The more we know about Hilly Churls, the better.
Hello? Hello, Churl? There he is. It's going back into the chasm.
Did it go in here? Well, let's head in.
No silk scarf, time to kill it. Ah, the sad music.
What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before.
Me neither, because this is just the tunnel back to the chasm. What are those Hilly Churls doing over there?
Huh. It looks like they're worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only one way to find out.
The air here, this creepy scene, it's eerily familiar. I still can't reconfigure. Yeah, I still can't reconfigure my party. Man, I wanted to bring Nahida back out. Ah! Ah! Why? I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Why did that push them all back? Missable chests? Hold on, Ida. I know that like there's serious stuff going on in your life right now, but I'm looking for lootables. Whoa, look at these statues. Which I didn't recognize at first, apparently. Oh, why can't I get up here? The faces are broken in half. Oh, they're not normally aggroed? I just accidentally let one walk into Yelan. Bet that's our way back out of this domain or something. Whoa. Whoa, where are we going?
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
He spoke! MC voice line. Oh, hello.
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Oh,
Quietly now.
Motion to compel.
this is another place where the battle music and the ambient music fades perfectly into one another. We're just ascending the domain. Domain expansion. Man, what a beautiful civilization Conria must have been at its peak. All of the ruins that we find everywhere. Conria and Enkanomiya. Imagine those places in their heyday.
Stabilize.
Busted.
Oh, that's not even close to off cooldown. That's why I couldn't use that.
Crumble.
Pick up. I obtained it. Where are they going? Oh, I didn't mean to. I guess I was kind of supposed to go through that, wasn't I? Can I go back? I can. Oh, I wanted to see if there were any chests. I wanted to look over here. Okay. Can't get in. And same on this side. All right. Try to make sure.
How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
Oh. So this is the same room we were just in. Oh. Give me another. Yeah, that's not an arena. I bet I deposit these in that circle in the middle. And then we find one more. And then we can go back. Deposit these first.
It seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Man, a lot of ether voice. Open door. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, this is where we entered. Hello.
Halt, humans! Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place.
An Abyss Herald. No, he doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order.
Do you insist on an audience? Very well. And I grant you the trial of destiny.
Fight! Fight time! Frostfall.
Quietly now.
Ow! Just let me shield real quick. You didn't even let me finish the animation. There we go. Oh, switch!
Here comes the cat.
Out of my way! Inadmissible evidence! Motion to compel. Stand with me.
Oh, shields down! Oh, stabilize! Oh, there we go.
Who was that? He was...
Terrifying. I've seen similar characters before.
He was a perfect being. I'm in awe. He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing.
What?
And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
I just have... Okay, calm down. I just have lots of combat experience.
Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
Yeah, I can tell, bro. This one's tilted. I thought that was a statue of the Seven for some reason. Nothing over the edge. Oh, I missed a chest. Where? I thought I gotten all the chests in that room. Oh, chest. Chest, thank you. Those two primos will be the make or break for Shenhe. Whoa, that reminds me of the purple doors in the chasm. In the chasm underground. Which I still haven't unlocked. There's so much that I haven't done yet.
I think we've made it to the end.
What is this thing? Wrapped in chains, hanging in midair, emanating a sinister aura. There's no mistaking it. It's just like the defiled statue. So does it have something to do with the Abyss Order? And these worshipping hilichurls remind me too much of the Grand Thief. Yeah, the first like on-screen corpse we saw. Ida, this place is bad news. We've got to go. Oh boy.
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for a power that you covet?
Hello? Whose voice is that? It must be coming from inside my head. Can't Ida hear it?
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner.
A sinner?
You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well.
Sounds like Kaeya's voice actor.
You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
Who are you? What do those words mean? Voice. It's gone. Ida?
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps.
Are you alright now?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar.
There's something weird going on here. Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Oh, is that so? All right. As you wish.
You leave the ominous cave and return to Ida's house. This is an episode of Sus. Episode? Episus?
Caribert! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay.
Don't we still need to go to the statue? Don't we still need to go to the Statue of the Seven?
I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
If you insist.
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options.
Another dose of medicine is administered to the hilichurl.
Caribert?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. I honestly wasn't expecting it to work at all.
Papa?
Caribert! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, Caribert, my dear son!
I'm stunned.
You see? It worked! Caribert can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Caribert, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes! This is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Caribert? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either. Wait. My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conria here. No more home. But... Do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
Am I dead?
Yikes.
No, of course not. Look, Caribert, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask.
I was about to ask, that's what that look upwards was. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna take the mask off.
Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Father and son talk for a long while. Ida seems like a changed man.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening.
It's unbelievable. It actually is unbelievable. This is a sus mission.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us would ever offer redemption. But the god we saw in that cave, now that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous power, it was truly enchanting. Surely that must have been the reason I bowed down.
Bro spent 4 seconds around Zeus and was like, all right, this is it.
Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering their prayers, should they, do something to show their devotion? Piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes.
But Ida, that was not a god. That was a sinner.
A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you utter such blasphemy? You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner. Oh, preposterous! No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Fine. Go ahead. Ida's experience has deeply affected him. Not that he was particularly stable to begin with, but this religious fervor is something else. I guess I better catch up with him anyway. There are monsters everywhere. I can't stand by and let him fall into their hands. As the Geo Archon runs after him. What a strange mission. Oh, whoops. Tapped it instead of holding it. Hang on, Eide. I'm just picking up some shrooms on the way. This is not where I thought that this mission was going tonight. I never know what to expect with Dane missions, but... every time we hang out with Dainsleif, it's always like... it's always a trip and a half. Oh, I missed. Okay, it said I can get near the resurrection thing to adjust my party, right? Party setup. I want to bring Nahida. This is literally my Hybrid Bloom team. It's literally the same team, but with Nahida in slot 1 instead. Yeah, my quest order is all fricked up because I've been ignoring quests and stuff like that for such a long time. I mean, we only did gun use quest like last week.
Everyone hold hands. Lightning, terrify, dissipate.
Oh my gosh, this music is great.
Commit it to memory.
Whoa, it's gone. Also, is this the room from before? Or is that a different one? Where we placed the emblems in the slots?
No. Impossible. What happened?
It's gone.
The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion?
It's unlikely. We couldn't have both seen the same exact illusion.
That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder. Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again.
All right. Sounds good, bro. Let's just go back.
Could he really have been a sinner and not a god?
Seems to be in a trance back to the small house. Weird. Man, what was that place that we went to? This unknown domain. Unnamed place.
Where has he gone? Oh, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here.
Maybe he ran off for some reason?
This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
We have to find him first.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh no. Did he... The mirror, it's broken.
It was broken before. What does the broken mirror mean?
He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it. If he'd just done as he was told. We have to find him.
This man's lost his damn mind. It's raining.
It's his scarf. He dropped it.
Ah, shit. Now he's not identifiable.
Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Caribert! Caribert! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way. Have you seen it?
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Hey, whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal? We see plenty of them out here.
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there. Those dumb boneheads.
You forest ranger scum! You spawn of the seven are all the same. I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Caribert.
You're raving mad! You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the forest rangers!
Curse you all, forest rangers.
Stop, or the forest rangers and I will have to make you. Just calm down a sec. You don't know that they killed him. Yet.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls? Makes no sense.
This guy's hair and voice make him sound like he's a surfer bro from the 90s.
He'd only just regained his mind. How could you do this to him? So tell me, forest rangers, did you really spare none of them? Did you really take out every last hilly churl you saw?
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet.
Okay, that was an unnecessary detail. Continue.
I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction, so I left it alone.
Still hope.
Yes! Wonderful! Wonderful! Let's go! We have to find him!
They're like, what the f-
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info, goodbye?
TMI. He was like, yeah, I saw a hilly churl when I was pooping. Oh my gosh, Rukadavada, I don't need this right now. Your music. Whoa, it actually had the Caribert actually had the name over him, like the identity, like the like as a. Yep, that was a sentence.
Caribert!
We found him.
Caribert, stop! It's me. It's Papa. Whatever you saw, it was all a trick, an illusion. I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Caribert, come back. It's time to go back. Caribert?
He's never. He relapsed.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, Caribert. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
What has that strange power done to him?
Papa.
Caribert.
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Caribert. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
I see. I understand now.
What?
Finally, it all makes sense.
What happened? Did I faint? I remember Caribert taking his mask off, but then...
Ah, Traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now.
What do you mean, true identity?
I suspected it was you from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Eide is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberic.
Whoa, he sat up quick. Fair. Alberic?
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. Yeah, I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes.
What happened to Caribert? I passed out. I blacked out. I'm sorry.
That is no business of yours.
Okay.
A sinner. Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate.
You're right about this being from the abyss, but the abyss is sinister and dangerous. What?
Huh? Sinister? Dangerous? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the abyss. How ridiculous!
Who do you think I am? Like what? You say you know who I truly am. Who do you think my true identity is?
We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria.
He thinks that I'm... Let me keep going.
To us, you were the Abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the Abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
He thinks that we're Lumine. I was about to say that, but I wanted to keep going. For it to be confirmed.
Why did he just call me?
No. No way!
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
The second he picked up the mirror, I was like, what the fuck? Look for the objective in the area. Hi, Paimon.
Paimon was worried sick! Traveler? Traveler?
Wait, hang on. Did all of that even happen, or was I reliving...
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
The founder of the Abyssal Order, Alberich. What happened to him?
You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
And despite that, my sister ultimately sided with him, didn't she?
You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
I have a story to tell you.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief.
Yeah, that we weren't there that whole time. That was several hundred years ago, and we were seeing the Abyss twins' memories.
Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path?
I also wish I could know what she thought about all of this. But one thing is clear, this was not a happy memory.
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began.
There's something I need to check.
What is it?
I need to know what lies buried in this field.
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing, I'm just curious.
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
Discover what is buried in the field. I wonder...
Duke out of Paimon! Did
We're done. You can open your eyes.
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand.
Rough. Damn.
But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here?
The bones of that man is Clothar Alberich.
What? That's impossible.
How is that impossible, Dane?
Unless Clothar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse.
Perhaps he did.
This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
The voice.
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
It was just a memory. It all happened hundreds of years in the past, but Teyvat has its own laws.
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
A sinner.
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh?
One more thing, Paimon.
What is it?
I missed you.
Huh?
Aw. That was a trip and a half. The end. Roll credits. That one was telegraphed so well, as well. You could see the twist moments before the twist happened. You know, like when he reaches for the mirror. When Eide says, he's not referring to like I know who you are and all that stuff, and then he reaches for the mirror. You could see a lot of the stuff. Yeah, Nahida was still locked up. That's why the statue didn't respond. Weird. What's in there now? Nothing. They probably just use the same thing as a placeholder, and it's only because like the box is still there and it still glows, but they probably just use it as a placeholder and then they activate it during the quest and stuff to not. I'm trapped. To save resources, so they don't have to model two different rooms. Oh, nothing is new here. I thought there might be something new here that that Ether and Paimon talked about. Holy interesting. Star-crossed night. Paimon hug was very wholesome. Mushrooms were growing in the field look similar to the root top. Yeah. Are those... The description on those changed, didn't it? Because wasn't there a plant or a resource or something that was like about Rukkhadevata and that changed after she Control-Alt-deleted herself? Or Nahida Control-Alt-deleted her? Brought up Ruka's task manager. It's not that, is it? No. Yeah, and there was additional information here previously, wasn't there? Man, there is so much. And we've talked about it before. Like part of the reason is because we're doing all of this in such a short amount of time. Whereas you guys, when this was coming out, the Sumerian NPCs probably weren't a bug. It probably is just easier to, I don't know, because it would be just as easy to take them out of that area, to just not spawn them in. Unless, that'd be a cool Easter egg if the names of these were different. Although I'm not going to remember what their names were when we were in the Lumine Dream. Also known as the Lu Dream. Oh, no, they were the same. These are the same NPCs.
This soggy place behind.
This soggy place behind. Perhaps just an oversight, yeah. And a minor one at that. I mean, if you do the mission properly, then you don't really come down here except to go to the fountain. And even then, you're not really... Like, well, no, I guess you would go by that. Anyways. Were the names different? Different NPCs, same position. And also same... they must have been, like...
Leave this soggy place behind.
Because it was the same design, the same sword and everything, same, like, it was also an Aramite mercenary, I'm pretty sure. But we're doing all of this so close together, whereas when this was being released organically, it came much more far apart to each other. Like between the two Nahida story quests, the Wanderer interlude and this, what was the timeline of those, of all the release of all those things? And not only that, but after the end of Act 5 of Sumeru, 6 months. So like this is a ton of lore, and it seems it's overwhelming for me, but only because I'm doing it all in one go. Like, you know, within the same month of time, I'm getting all of the lore dumped onto me. So that's why breakdowns and stuff are going to be really helpful. I need to start watching and rewatching and stuff like that. Oh, interesting. The names are similar as well. It gives you Mandela effect. That is a genius way as well of doing something like that. To implement something like a Mandela effect into just like just the simple names and stuff. Oh man, that's good. Man, every time we hang out with Dane, it's a trip and a half, isn't it? And that also now that opens up Fontaine now. Obviously, we're not going to do that. I don't plan on doing that anytime soon. But that opens up Fontaine now. So we are now poised for our next... And we got a fate! I think do I have any standard pulls? I do not. Stockpiling fates up for Shenhe, and then it looks like Kachina's saying up. Stockpiling fates for Shenhe, but then also What's its nuts? Phase 2. Holy crap! I'm gonna need some time to absorb all of this. I mean, after Act 5 of Sumeru, I needed a bit to. It was kind of good that we did that all in one sitting. It was, you know, a 6.5 hour stream, and then looks like I'm trying to hitch a ride. She's trying to flag down a taxi. But then I took a couple days off afterwards, because there was so much in Act 5 that I needed some time to understand that and let the kind of simmer a bit. I think Lantern Rite reactions and stuff, and then also we keep going with story quests and stuff. Potentially, because we've met Miko, potentially we go right to Ayato because we haven't met him yet, so that I can meet as many characters as possible before Lantern Rite. Because I would love to do Miko's quest, obviously, because it's a Miko, but we've met her already. So I want to be able to meet and know as many characters as possible before Lantern Rite, knowing that Lantern Rite is like a homecoming for all the characters. I don't want to be blindsided by, I want to be blindsided by as few spoilers as possible. Because imagine if we hadn't done Xianyun's quest, and all of a sudden she stomps down the door at Lantern Rite, and everyone's like, "Oh, hey, it's Cloud Retainer," and I'm like, "What?" Could do Yelan. I'm always up for some more Yelan action. So maybe Ayato. How long would Ayato's probably take? Ayato and Baiju probably. And I have one unlocked because we've met all of these people before. I've at least met them in Archon quests. I'll unlock Baiju. After like 2 hours, maybe. I do like splitting them up. When is Lantern Rite again? It's end of this month, last week of this month. We could probably separate that out into one stream for Ayato, one stream for Baiju. I'm just very aware of the time constraints. High chance he'll be in Lantern Rite. Yeah, because he is a Liyue citizen as well. He's actually here, so. All right, I think that probably does it for tonight, but was there anything else we needed? I'm thinking. Also, who needs? Also, who needs? Whoa! Osmanthus cabbage. Also, who needs materials? Does anyone need Storm Terror materials for their talents? I need to start leveling up now that I have a lot of people at 80. 80 is kind of the soft cap. It's only like Beto's at 90. I'll put Yelan and Shogun at 90 because Yelan is my go-to Hydro support, and Shogun is my go-to on-field DPS. I'm gonna start leveling up people's talents. Xiangling definitely. Oh hey, I have 3 claws. Oh, that's not available. However, I can make 1. What does that need? Diligence.
What should I try this time?
Philosophies of Diligence. Also, I think it's high time overdue, long overdue for a grinding stream. I haven't just like gone looking for resources and getting materials and exploring the world on stream in a long time. I think maybe in the very near future, we explore around here. Get some of the chests, do some challenges, see what there is to see. Knowing that a lot of this, like, there's a lot of stuff in Sumeru that is quest locked. We need to start doing a lot of Sumeru quests, and we still need to dust up a lot of quests in Leo and Inazuma as well. So, those are pre-Fontaine stuff, and then story quests are Lantern Rite stuff. But I said but. Nice. Pyro arrow damage goes up 202. 17 grand. I have a question. I've been I mentioned it at the start of the screen. I mentioned it at the start of the stream. Oh my gosh, excuse me. That the reason Shogun was underperforming when we fought Ejdaha and Signora was because she had a level 50 catch instead of her normal level 90 R2 Star Glitter. Shogun's gonna obviously be maining the catch, especially once it's fully built. For Xiangling, does it make sense to level the lance to 90? Or should I just give her the glitter because it's already built? Because 510 attack and 45.9% ER sounds great for Xiangling. Because she wants a lot of attack and ER. And there's still a long road ahead. There's still quite a bit of building to do to get the lance up to that kind of level. Glitter would be fine. Okay. Triggers the passive easily too. One's already built. Okay. Pivoting a sense. Yeah, that's the other thing is I always Xiangling right now with the Star Glitter has 231 ER. And I always also have her in a team with either Shogun or Yelan where she's able to be batteried relatively easy as well. Yelan has 199 and Shogun has 207. So she can be batteried relatively easy. Bennett, Yelan, and Shogun are my first characters who can burst off cooldown reliably. Like, it's very common, especially if I'm doing domains or I'm doing Abyss or something like that. It's very, like, almost constantly being able to burst off cooldown because they're able to batter each other. They have a lot of ER for themselves and stuff. If you have a national team like we have right here, and for example, Xingqiu is on field, but you get an electro particle from Shinobu's off-field stuff. Does that electro particle go into Xingqiu, or does it help Shinobu get more particles off-field as well? Because regardless of the ER of the active character, the overflow that you get to other characters remains the same. So if Xingqiu is on field and you pick up an electro particle, does that still just feed his stuff and doesn't do anything for anyone else on off-field? Oh, Lone Wolf has Engulfing Lightning would be an amazing weapon to grab. It looks so dope too. Shogun's signature weapon.
What they say is true.
Most go into their recharge. Okay. Try you like Benny and Jamie. Okay. I think that does it for tonight. A heavy amount of also a heavy amount of lore and drops and stuff like that. Current character on field. I also wanted to see. Oh, damn it! You can. Because this is Cloudbird's house. I wanted to see if maybe there was something similar after that quest, and maybe there was right after the quest. Similar to when Mona gets into her apartment for the first time, we could like in essence knocked on the door, and she'd been like, "One does not wish you to interrupt her at this time." But I also like the idea of Cloud Retainer just being in there like sewing or something, and all of a sudden, Chongli just appears. She's like, "What are you doing, Morax?" Zhongli being Spider-Man on Cloud's house for no reason other than he's retired and is just being a gremlin. Adventurer. Okay. That does it for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate all you so much. I released chapter 3 of the fanfic that I'm working on, and the back half of chapter 3 I wrote very quickly. This isn't one that I have a lot of novels that I'm working on. I have a lot of novels that I'm writing that will be I'll like tease, like the first 10 chapters will be for free on like my free novel outlets like Wattpad, Neobook, Inkit, stuff like that. But then I have several others that will be behind like paywalls and stuff like that. So there'll be actual like physical books that you can buy, physical novels and stuff that you can buy for purchase. And then like I have a Patreon to support me as a writer as well. I try not to bring that up because it's weird to bring money into something that is like, you know. Anyways, but I think I'll be able to finish up the rest of the fanfic relatively easily because this isn't one that I'm charging for, and so I'm not being as perfectionist with it. I'm trying not to, you know, just like, nah, you gotta get it perfect kind of thing, you know? Yeah. Anyways, thanks everyone so much for stopping by. Discord's link below, merch link below, all that stuff like normal. We are over 220 members on the Discord, so thanks for stopping by. It's a great place to hang out. Let's get some nuts to round this one out, and I will see all of you tomorrow. I think we'll do some wandering and some exploring and grinding a little bit, and Ayato's quest. So, I'll see you then. Thanks again. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.